Have you ever wondered what truly shaped one of the most influential figures in history? Jesus, a man whose teachings continue to resonate across the world, lived in a time of profound social and political turmoil. Born in a modest setting in Bethlehem, every event in his life was embedded within the larger tapestry of Jewish tradition and Roman occupation. From humble beginnings to his revolutionary teachings, each moment played a critical role in defining who he was and what he embodied for humanity. Understanding Jesus means delving into the intricate historical context of his time. The Roman Empire was at its peak, yet oppression was a daily reality for many. Jesus emerged as a beacon of hope, not only through his teachings but also through his actions. He engaged with marginalized communities, challenged established norms, and fostered a message of love and acceptance. By examining his interactions and travels, we can uncover how he defied conventions to ignite a spiritual revolution that transcended cultural boundaries. As we reflect on his life, it becomes clear that Jesus was more than just a religious leader. He was a catalyst for change. His ability to connect with the human experience, suffering, joy, love, resonated with many and continues to do so today. The stories of his life remind us of our own journeys filled with struggles and triumphs. His legacy encourages us to seek our own paths in spirituality and understand the divine message of love and compassion that still echoes through time. Throughout history, many of Jesus' profound teachings have been overlooked or omitted from mainstream doctrines. These teachings, often highlighting the deeper aspects of spirituality, provide insights that go beyond mere religious observance. They embody a wisdom that invites personal transformation and encourages a deeper understanding of the self and the universe. In examining these lost teachings, we unlock treasures that have the potential to reshape our spiritual journeys and enliven our practices. The Gnostic texts, for instance, offer glimpses into the mystical side of Jesus' philosophy, emphasizing knowledge, self-discovery, and the divine spark found within each individual. These teachings suggest that Jesus encouraged personal awakening and an intimate connection with the divine rather than blind adherence to doctrine. When we explore these often ignored texts, we can see that Jesus' message was inherently empowering, calling us to engage with our inner truth and challenge societal norms surrounding spirituality. Recognizing these lost teachings not only enriches our understanding of Jesus, but also invites us to apply this wisdom in our own lives. It inspires us to look beyond the surface of religious doctrines and seek the essence of love, compassion, and self-awareness that he advocated. By embracing these teachings, we foster an environment where spiritual growth is valued, allowing us to flourish on our journeys and connect more deeply with ourselves and others. The parables of Jesus serve as profound vessels of wisdom, conveying universal truths through simple stories that resonate across cultures and generations. Each parable holds layers of meaning, often addressing complex moral and spiritual lessons in a relatable way. By examining these narratives, we uncover insights that challenge our perceptions and encourage deeper reflection on the human experience, illuminating concepts like love, forgiveness, and the nature of the kingdom of God. For instance, the parable of the Good Samaritan transcends cultural boundaries, showcasing the importance of compassion and empathy toward others regardless of societal divides. This story urges us to rethink our definitions of neighbor and community, reminding us that love knows no limits. Similarly, the parable of the prodigal son speaks to the themes of redemption and unconditional love, reflecting the divine grace available to us all, no matter how far we stray. Understanding these parables invites us to recognize our own lives within their narratives. They challenge us to act with kindness and humility, to seek forgiveness and healing, and to live with an open heart. By engaging actively with the messages embedded in Jesus' parables, we can cultivate a richer spiritual life that embraces universal truths, fostering connections that bridge gaps between our individual experiences and the larger human narrative. The essence of love is at the very heart of Jesus' teachings, embodying the foundational principle of spiritual growth and connection. Love, as presented by Jesus, is not merely an emotion. It is a radical act of compassion and kindness that transforms lives and communities. His messages consistently highlight that love for oneself, for others, and for the divine is essential to achieving true spiritual enlightenment and harmony. Jesus illustrated this essence through his interactions, emphasizing that love transcends boundaries and social norms. He dined with outcasts, healed the sick, and forgave sinners, demonstrating that love should be unconditional and all-encompassing. His commandment to love your neighbor as yourself is not just a moral directive. It is an invitation to cultivate an expansive love that recognizes the inherent dignity in every individual, fostering a sense of unity and belonging. By embracing love as a core spiritual principle, we align ourselves with the divine flow of compassion that Jesus embodied. This love empowers us to overcome divisions, heal emotional wounds, and promote peace. As we practice love in our daily lives, we experience profound transformations that enhance our own spiritual journeys, allowing us to become conduits of that same love to others. Thus, the essence of love unfolds as a transformative force, guiding us toward deeper understanding, connection, and fulfillment. Forgiveness stands as a cornerstone of Jesus' teachings, symbolizing the pathway to personal liberation and profound healing. Through his words and actions, Jesus demonstrated that forgiveness is not simply a moral obligation, but a transformative practice that frees the heart from the burdens of anger and resentment. By extending forgiveness to others, we create space for love and healing within ourselves, paving the way for spiritual growth and renewal. Jesus often spoke about the necessity of forgiving those who wronged us, urging his followers to let go of grudges and embrace mercy. The parable of the unforgiving servant starkly illustrates this point, revealing the hypocrisy of demanding forgiveness from others while withholding it ourselves. Jesus taught that true forgiveness involves acknowledging our imperfections and recognizing that we too are worthy of grace. This reciprocity of forgiveness fosters an environment where healing can flourish both within and among us. Embracing the concept of forgiveness allows us to release the emotional chains that bind us to past hurts and grievances. It requires courage and vulnerability, yet the rewards are immense. As we practice forgiveness, we experience relief from emotional pain, improved relationships, and a deeper connection to our own spiritual essence. Jesus' message empowers us to reclaim our freedom by choosing compassion over bitterness, ultimately guiding us toward a path of healing, peace, and transformative love. Spiritual alchemy, as taught by Jesus, embodies the profound process of transformation and inner change that leads to the realization of our true selves. This concept aligns with the idea of turning base elements of our lives, fear, anger, and ignorance, into the gold of wisdom, love, and enlightenment. Jesus' teachings encourage us to embark on a journey of self-discovery, where every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth and transformation, akin to the alchemical process of refining materials into something precious. Throughout his ministry, Jesus illustrated this transformative journey through parables and personal encounters, guiding his followers to reflect on their inner states. The concept of being born again is a powerful metaphor for awakening to a higher level of consciousness, shedding old identities and embracing new perspectives filled with love and compassion. This alchemical transformation requires us to confront our shadows, acknowledge our flaws, and allow the light of understanding and grace to shine through, ultimately refining our very essence. By embracing the principles of spiritual alchemy, we learn that our trials and tribulations can serve as catalysts for profound inner change. Jesus teaches us that transformation is a continual process, requiring conscious effort, faith, and a willingness to let go of limiting beliefs. As we apply his teachings in our lives, we witness a metamorphosis, cocooning our pain and confusion into experiences of clarity and strength. This journey of spiritual alchemy invites us to participate actively in our own evolution, reminding us of the divine potential within us all to rise and become our highest selves. Faith, as presented by Jesus, serves as a powerful tool for overcoming both personal and spiritual challenges. It is depicted not merely as belief, but as a profound trust in the divine that propels individuals to navigate life's uncertainties and obstacles with courage and resilience. Jesus emphasized that even a small amount of faith, comparable to a grain of mustard seed, can yield extraordinary results, illustrating the potential within each of us to conquer our fears and doubts through trust in a higher power. Throughout his ministry, Jesus encouraged his followers to cultivate faith in the face of adversity. His miracles often highlighted this principle. For example, the healing of the blind man or the calming of the storm demonstrated that faith can turn despair into hope. When Jesus urged individuals to have faith, he wasn't just asking for belief in him, but was inviting them to embrace a deeper connection to their own inner strength and to the greater universe around them. This kind of faith empowers us to transform our challenges into opportunities for growth. By recognizing the power of faith in our own lives, we unlock the ability to rise above challenges and embrace change with confidence. Jesus' teachings remind us that faith can illuminate our paths during the darkest times, enabling us to trust the journey and the lessons it brings. As we develop this unwavering faith, we not only enhance our spiritual lives but also discover the strength to meet life's difficulties head-on, continually reassuring ourselves that with faith, anything is possible. Unity and oneness lie at the core of Jesus' teachings, portraying a vision of interconnectedness among all beings. Jesus emphasized that we are all part of a greater whole, binding us together through the fundamental principles of love and understanding. This message urges us to look beyond superficial differences and recognize the shared humanity that unites us, fostering a sense of community and compassion in our interactions with others. Throughout his ministry, Jesus advocated for inclusivity, breaking down societal barriers and welcoming individuals from all walks of life. The parable of the sheep and the goats highlights this crucial message of caring for one another, illustrating that our actions toward others reverberate throughout the collective. By acknowledging our shared existence, we begin to see that every act of kindness contributes to a larger tapestry of love and connection, reaffirming our role in nurturing unity within our communities. When we embrace the idea of unity and oneness, we invite transformation into our relationships and our world. Jesus' teachings encourage us to cultivate empathy, understanding that our lives are intertwined and our fates connected. This awareness pushes us to work toward healing divisions, fostering peace, and promoting collaboration. By embodying these values now, we can fulfill Jesus' vision of a world where love reigns supreme, creating ripples of harmony that extend far beyond our immediate circles. Hidden messages in Scripture often contain profound spiritual insights that go unnoticed by many readers. These messages, woven into the fabric of biblical texts, invite us to look beyond the surface and explore deeper meanings that resonate with our inner journeys. The richness of these insights enhances our understanding of spiritual truths, allowing us to engage with the Scriptures on a more profound level, thereby enriching our personal growth and spiritual practices. Throughout the Gospels, Jesus spoke in parables and used metaphors, likely to convey deeper spiritual lessons that required contemplation and reflection. For instance, the use of bread and wine in the Last Supper not only symbolizes communion but also invites us to reflect on unity, sacrifice, and nourishment for our souls. By exploring these layered meanings, we unlock pathways to enlightenment that challenge us to think critically about our beliefs and the nature of reality itself. As we delve into these hidden messages, we awaken a sense of curiosity and desire for deeper spiritual understanding. They compel us to inquire and seek beyond the literal text, encouraging an explorative approach to faith. This journey of uncovering can lead to transformative insights, guiding us to integrate these lessons into our lives. Recognizing these profound truths enables us to connect more deeply with the divine and confirms that the message of Jesus extends far beyond his time, speaking to the complexities of the human experience today. Breaking down Dogma reveals how the institutionalization of religion has often distorted the original teachings of Jesus. Over centuries, many religious institutions have established rigid doctrines and practices that may stray from the core messages of love, compassion, and spiritual freedom that Jesus embodied. This shift has sometimes prioritized adherence to rules over genuine understanding, creating barriers between individuals and the transformative essence of his teachings. The consequences of this institutionalization can be profound, leading to division instead of unity, and often fostering an environment of judgment rather than acceptance. Jesus' teachings, which called for inclusion and compassion, risk being overshadowed by dogmatic beliefs that isolate and exclude. By critically examining these doctrines, we uncover how they may have warped the essence of his message, binding followers in fear rather than liberating them in love. To reclaim the purity of Jesus' teachings, it is essential to foster an environment that encourages questioning, exploration, and personal insight rather than blind conformity. This process involves stripping away the layers of human interpretation that have clouded the original intent of his teachings, emphasizing the heart of his message, love and connection. By doing so, we can recreate a spiritual landscape that honors his vision of a compassionate and inclusive community, inviting new generations to experience the liberating power of his true message. Living in the present moment is a central theme in Jesus' teachings, emphasizing mindfulness as a pathway to enlightenment. He encouraged his followers to look beyond the burdens of the past and the anxieties of the future, focusing instead on the here and now. By doing so, we can fully engage with our experiences, fostering a deeper connection with ourselves, others, and the divine. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus spoke about the importance of not worrying about tomorrow, illustrating that each day brings its own challenges and blessings. This invitation to embrace the present encourages a mindful approach to life, where we appreciate the beauty in everyday moments and cultivate gratitude. By practicing presence, we allow ourselves to savor the richness of our experiences and the relationships we cherish, while reducing the noise of distractions that cloud our perception. Learning to live in the present opens doorways to profound inner peace and clarity. It aligns with Jesus' messages of love and compassion as we become more attuned to the feelings and needs of those around us. As we embrace this practice, we find that enlightenment comes not from seeking distant truths, but from recognizing that the essence of life is found in living fully in the moment. Through mindfulness, we can embody Jesus' teachings, fostering a spirit of joy and connection that transcends the chaos of the world. The role of suffering is a significant aspect of Jesus' teachings, highlighting its importance within the human experience and spiritual path. Jesus did not shy away from the reality of suffering. Rather, he engaged with it deeply, offering solace and understanding to those in pain. His own experiences of suffering and sacrifice illustrate that pain can serve as a catalyst for growth, compassion, and a deeper connection with the divine. Throughout his ministry, Jesus acknowledged that suffering is an inevitable part of life. He shared the message that through suffering, individuals could find strength, resilience, and ultimately healing. The Beatitudes express this idea beautifully, proclaiming blessings upon those who mourn and suffer, reinforcing the notion that their pain can lead them to spiritual awakening and a greater appreciation for life's joys. By embracing suffering, we can transform our trials into sources of wisdom and empathy. Understanding the role of suffering encourages us to shift our perspective on hardships, from viewing them as burdens to recognizing them as opportunities for transformation. Jesus' teachings invite us to find meaning even in our darkest moments, reminding us that suffering can deepen our compassion for others and forge a stronger bond with the divine. By facing our pain with faith and openness, we not only honor our own journeys but also cultivate a shared understanding of the human experience, paving the way for collective healing. The concept of resurrection is often interpreted not just as a literal event but as a powerful metaphor for personal and spiritual rebirth. This transformative idea encourages individuals to recognize that just as Jesus overcame death, we too can experience profound changes in our lives through inner renewal. It symbolizes the journey of shedding old identities, beliefs, and limitations, allowing us to rise into a new life filled with hope, purpose and resilience. In many ways, every personal struggle can be seen as a form of death and rebirth, where we confront the shadows that hold us back and emerge transformed. Jesus' resurrection serves as a testament to the potential for renewal found in moments of despair. By embracing our own experiences of emotional or spiritual death, we uncover the strength necessary to redefine our paths and awaken to our true selves, much like the phoenix rising from the ashes. This interpretation of resurrection as transformation invites us to engage deeply with our personal journeys, recognizing that each cycle of growth involves challenges and opportunities for new beginnings. It reminds us that even in our darkest times we have the power to rise again, shedding what no longer serves us and embracing a brighter future. Through this lens, the message of resurrection empowers us to cultivate hope and courage, inspiring us to seek continual growth and spiritual fulfillment throughout our lives. Embracing spirituality involves cultivating a personal connection to the divine that reflects the teachings of Jesus in our daily lives, transcending traditional religious confines. This path invites individuals to seek their unique experiences of faith, drawing inspiration directly from the essence of Jesus' message: love, compassion, and service to others. By exploring spirituality on an individual level, we can enrich our understanding and embody the principles that Jesus exemplified, allowing us to grow continually. Rather than being constrained by rigid dogmas, embracing personal spirituality encourages us to engage with the teachings of Jesus in ways that resonate with our hearts and minds. It empowers us to question, reflect, and integrate these lessons into our everyday lives, fostering a genuine connection to our beliefs that is deeply rooted in authenticity. This journey is about recognizing the divine in the mundane, seeing every interaction as an opportunity for compassion and kindness as Jesus would have taught. By embracing a spirituality that reflects Jesus' teachings, we can create inclusive communities where love and support thrive. This approach invites us to see ourselves as interconnected with all beings, promoting understanding and acceptance across cultures and experiences. Ultimately, embracing spirituality in this way transforms our lives, allowing us to live as beacons of light and love, embodying the very essence of Jesus' transformative message and impacting those around us positively. Rediscovering the teachings of Jesus reveals hidden insights that can profoundly inspire personal growth and understanding. Throughout this exploration, we have delved into his messages of love, compassion, forgiveness, and unity, uncovering the timeless relevance of his wisdom. By reflecting on these teachings, we are invited to transcend conventional religious boundaries and engage with the essence of his message, fostering a deeper connection to our spirituality and each other. This journey of rediscovery emphasizes that Jesus' teachings offer more than just historical context. They provide a roadmap for navigating the complexities of modern life. By integrating the principles he pushed forth, such as embracing suffering, practicing mindfulness, and promoting community, we become equipped to transform our lives and influence those around us positively. Each insight encourages a transformative approach to our daily challenges, instilling hope and resilience in our hearts. In conclusion, as we integrate the hidden wisdom of Jesus' life into our lives, we cultivate a rich soil for spiritual growth that transcends mere belief. This journey invites us to continuously seek understanding, promote love, and act with compassion, creating a ripple effect of positivity in the world. By embracing his teachings, we step into a legacy of transformation, reaffirming that the path to enlightenment is a shared journey of love and unity.